Good morning, everyone, from the beautiful Chongqing, China, one of the largest cities on earth here. I'm here with Neil McCoy-Ward. Hello, Neil.
Hey, welcome everyone. I'm keeping the sunglasses on. It's bright today in Chongqing. You didn't tell me it gets this sunny.
Geopolitical analyst here, Neil, is very intelligent on that for sure. And as well as you're going to tell us a little bit about your life. Shall we go for a little bit of a walk?
Yeah,
cool?
Let's do a walk and talk.
All right, we're going to do that.
Most people know me now as a geopolitical analyst and wealth coach, I guess you can say. But I actually didn't grow up wealthy in any way. A lot of people always think that. They think I grew up wealthy and maybe went to the top universities and came from a rich family. I actually didn't do any of that at all. Grew up in a big city, not quite as big as Chongqing here, but I grew up in a big city and normal public education. And I didn't do well at school, actually. I didn't get good grades or qualifications, so I went to the army. It was only when I was in the military and I met some really interesting people there that they said to me, oh, you're quite good at this or you're quite good at that. Mm-hmm. And I didn't realize I was good at these things because I'd been told I wasn't good. And I started to really open my mind. I started reading a lot of books. A lot of people know me for reading books that are hundreds of years old and then taking that knowledge and sharing knowledge and stuff. But that's fascinating, especially you have such, here in China, you have such a long history of culture. It's unbelievable. You will have all sorts of things that you can read and study and understand that goes back a lot further than Western civilization. Yeah, so I went from an apartment in the worst, most dangerous part of, we had everything, drugs, prostitution, gangs.
Where was that?
In Coventry.
Wow.
It used to be quite a nice city. It's now one of the most dangerous cities in Europe. But within, I think it was about 6 years, I went from that to, Alex wanted me to tell you, I now own a castle on the Isle of Man, which is a very small...
Great achievement. Fantastic achievement.
Yeah, but how do you do it? It's basically from understanding as a blueprint to success in life and business.
I think it's important, our viewers, when someone comes to China, and definitely someone that's coming to China for the first time here, what they have maybe read about in the West, maybe your first impressions, and talk about what you do and how you help people as well.
Oh, sure. And one of the things I like, actually, about how you guys do things here is how quickly things get done and are well maintained. You can see that even just walking as we go around the park here, it's maintained quite beautifully, actually. In the Western media, I was led to believe, and I wanted to come here myself to find out, but in the Western media, they kind of say, ooh, the Chinese, they really don't like Westerners. Be careful if you go to China. They don't like you. And, they're obnoxious, they're rude, they're going to be like this towards you. I've had the complete opposite experience. Complete opposite. They've been friendly to me. They've asked for pictures. The kids have come up and waved, hello, practice their English. And, I say, hello, ni hao. And then they, when I say ni hao, it's not exactly the most complex word, but, they've been very friendly. We went on a shopping experience yesterday. What was that called, that mall?
Chongqing Market, we went down to the wholesale market.
Yeah, so we did that. I bought some trainers, some shoes. It was pretty cool.
We've experienced a few things in China.
Yeah.
Where do you think China is heading?
I can tell you. I can tell you exactly where it's heading. You've got to look at certain things when it comes to understanding economics and geopolitics, but they're really interlinked. You've got to understand economics if you want to understand geopolitics. It links in with finance, and it links in with military, and it links in with leadership. You've always got to look at the leadership. You have strong leadership, and you're going to have a successful country. What I have observed and what I have studied is the economics. And what you have here is people that are very motivated. They're motivated to there's a community spirit and there's a spirit of cohesion. People are looking after each other. You're not seeing homeless people. You're not seeing gangs and drug dealers in broad daylight on the streets. The police are very active. And when you have societies like this and it's tough on crime, you don't have a lot of crime, and people then, when they realize they can't do crime to get ahead, what do instead? They work on entrepreneurship, they work on business, they work on improving their education and getting better jobs and things like this. So what I see here is progress, mass progress. Economy is doing well, despite a lot of Western media saying that the Chinese economy is crashing. They've been saying this now for 6 years. I've been seeing it every week in the Western media. The Chinese economy is about to crash. The yuan's about to crash. And you can see it's just not true. All economies have difficulties, and also because the dollar is the reserve currency of the world. However, we now have this BRICS currency coming through. And the BRICS currency is gaining strength. We're seeing a lot of countries move into BRICS. You won't see this in the Western media.
It's not in there.
They never talk about this in the Western media because they don't want people to know that this is taking place. But we are seeing this transfer.
Let's talk about the city of Chongqing here. Of course, it's got a beautiful skyline at night. We were at top of the World Financial Center last night and had a look at the city. Neil, 590 meters above the clouds in the World Financial Center here in Chongqing. First impressions?
Mind-blowing, amazing. The views are incredible. I don't think I've ever been up this high before on a building. It's amazing.
And what do you think about our city? You've been walking around here for a couple of days?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, there's an energy about it. It's very vibrant. I don't know how to describe it. It hits on all your senses, I guess. Because I've not experienced it before, it's hard to describe. But there's the smell, the sights,
maybe a
the
bit
feeling.
Of futuristic.
Yeah, futuristic with the juxtaposition of the old and new.
Got it.
That's why it's hard to describe. It's not like anywhere I've been before.
Okay, well that's great, Neil. Thank you very much for sharing that with our viewers.
I mean, you just look at this place. It's beautiful. Look at this park. You can't get a city this size right now anywhere that I've seen without there being, where's the trash on the floor? It's beautiful. Everything's clean. There's no gangs hanging around. Okay. I'm not going to get mugged and my shoes stolen. People probably think I'm joking. I'm not joking. You know, you can get your shoes stolen where I used to live. I mean, it's lovely. I think anyone who lives here is fortunate to have this place, and the opportunities are huge. Mm-hmm. I mean, you've got huge opportunities. You've got huge opportunities anywhere, but the bigger the city, the bigger the opportunities is what I see here.
And you and I have talked about this city, its importance for logistics and part of the Belt and Road, and you really see that this is quite a special city in China here that was not like this 20, 30 years ago.
No, I saw the pictures last night.
That's right,
at the bottom of the financial center there, and it was amazing how this has been built in such a short space of time. It's quite... one thing that really impresses me here is the speed of building. Because, I mean, just my putting an extension on my property at home, it's taken 3.5 years to get pre-planning approval. I'm just adding a block to the property. It's quite unbelievable. So the fact that you guys can build so quickly here and efficiently, I think is great.
I'm going to play part of this on our satellite television program called Let's Meet.
Oh, wow.
And
that'll be cool. Yeah.
Neil, maybe you want to say something to the Let's Meet viewers. Most of them are domestic viewers here that are watching this program and learning about people like you.
Oh, wow. Okay. How many people are going to be watching this?
Millions.
Millions. Wow. Millions of people. Well, firstly, I'm having a great time in China. Thank you for inviting people like me to come. I know the Western governments haven't been overly kind to you. I think the country is just it's going from strength to strength. and I think he's just doing great. I really do. I think you're going to go from strength to strength. Whatever happens, I think China's going to do well either way. So.
And I hope in the future here that we will get him involved in some of the geopolitical live streams that we have. This guy is the voice of reason, seriously.
All right, well,
thank you, everybody. Anyway, you know where to find him. I'm going to put it in the link in the description, and join his channel.
Yeah.
This is a smart guy.
Thank you.
Thanks,
all right.
guys. Bye
Take
for
care.
now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.